Hey, everybody. Spoiler alert before we even get started. I made the decision to make this video before the birds had been put to bed. So it is what it is. This is my household. And Sedona just blew you all a kiss. So from Sedona. I wanted to stop in really quickly because I am about to post a couple of new tinctures on Facebook. And I wanted to say a few things about alcohol-free tinctures, which these are, meaning that they are appropriate for people who would rather not consume alcohol, even in the small amounts, in a dosage of tincture. But they are made for children as well. They are safe and advisable for children. But glycerin-based tinctures differ from alcohol-based tinctures in that with an alcohol-based tincture, the method of extracting the constituents from the herb is, of course, alcohol. And alcohol has other properties such as killing germs and bacteria and things like that. So unless you're like, I don't even know, like spitting in the bottle or something, the chance of it becoming contaminated with Sedona, stop with the kisses. I am a sucker for that parrot's kisses, I'll tell you. The chances of an alcohol-based tincture becoming contaminated with bacteria or germs is very, very, very small because the alcohol does what alcohol does. It kills germs in addition to other things. Not so with glycerin-based tinctures. So when you're using a glycerin-based tincture, it is advisable if you are not going to use the tincture for one person, say yourself, one child, whatever, to dispense the dosage into a teaspoon and then place the dose under the tongue. So that the dropper is not coming in contact with their mouth and then being put back into the bottle. I know a lot of people use glycerin tinctures the same way they do alcohol-based tinctures. But, those little germies just running around all over the place. And it just is not a good idea to adulterate your tincture with one person or multiple persons' bacteria. So just stopping in, with glycerin-based tinctures, whether they're for children or whether they're for yourself, always a good idea to measure the dose in the dropper and then put that dose in a teaspoon and go ahead and use the teaspoon to administer the dosage. That way you don't have to worry about adulteration of the rest of the bottle or contamination by anything. Alcohol-based tinctures last 3 to 5 years, depending on storage conditions. All of my tinctures are bottled in amber or cobalt blue bottles to shield them from light. Obviously, if you store them in the fridge, they're going to last a little bit longer, but 3 to 5 years for alcohol-based tinctures and for glycerin-based tinctures as well, 3 to 5 years. So if it's something that you're going to be using daily, you're probably not going to store it in your refrigerator. If it's something that you use on occasion, then you might want to consider keeping it in the fridge. So that was basically all I wanted, just to, give you a heads up about the difference between the alcohol-based tincture and the glycerin-based tincture. And with all tinctures, I don't care where you get them from. If you ever open the bottle, regardless of whether it's alcohol-based or glycerin-based, and it smells off or it looks funny in the dropper or anything like that, don't use it. Go ahead and discard it and get yourself another bottle, because why take chances that it has somehow been adulterated or not necessarily been handled appropriately and has gone bad. So just a friendly little PSA. Look on Facebook later on for the posting of these 2 new tinctures. I'm really excited about them. And most of the tinctures and products that I offer, herbal remedies that I offer, are based in love and motivated by love, because chances are they were created out of a need for myself, but most often because someone that I love or care deeply about has a need that I know that herbs can help with. So now I lost my train of thought. Oh, listening to the birds behind me. These guys behind me here, the budgies, they're happy all the time. They do this all day long, all day long. Sometimes it's wonderful, and other times I'm like, oh my gosh, can you guys just be quiet for a minute? And they're like, no, we're just really, really happy. So yeah, totally derailed with that thought. Oh, okay. So I remembered. Watch watch Facebook for the posting of these 2 new tinctures that I'm super excited about. I keep coming up to the point where I'm going to say what it is I'm going to say, and it's like, nope, no, you're not. No, you're not. Yes, Sedona, I love you too. PDF file. PDF file. So I am in the process of creating a PDF file that lists all of the remedies, salves, tinctures, everything that I have so far, with description, pricing, and all that. If you would like to receive a copy of that PDF, let me know by commenting on this video, or when I actually post that the PDF is done. If you would like to receive a copy, let me know by commenting on the post or sending me a PM. I will not send out unsolicited copies. So if you want it, you're going to have to ask for me to send you a copy, because, yeah. If you watched my last video about I will not be silent, then you'll know why. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for listening. There's your little PSA on the difference between alcohol-based tinctures and glycerin tinctures, and safety precautions to keep your glycerin tincture pure and unadulterated and uncontaminated. So thanks, guys. See you soon.